Alright, ladies and gentlemen, am I back to the camera? I know. This is something new I'm going to try and start doing this year. I know I've made plenty of promises in my videos past and whatnot, but it's a new year, same me, as Jelly Roll said. Same old me, different asshole. Was it him or was it someone else? I don't know. But what I'm getting at is this is going to be my unedited series. This is going to be a series of me just talking to you, the viewer. I got this inspiration from Tank the Tech, and if you don't know who he is and you're following my channel, there's something majorly fucked up with you. So yeah, go follow Tank the Tech. This is my version of roadie talk that he does, or roadie stories. So I'm going to start at the beginning. This is going to be my new, probably flag video for YouTube on my channel. How the everlasting F, and I'm going to try to watch my language because I'm not editing any of this crap out. Because I hate editing videos and whatnot because that's just so much time. And honestly and truly, that's what gets me from not uploading these videos. Honestly, I've still got gig vlogs and all this cool stuff and whatnot we've done with Tennessee Backwater last year that I haven't had time to get to just because I hate editing. And 26 is here. It is February 26th. And I'm already booked out 6 events. And Mississippi's been calling me. So, I don't know, you may see these black pieces hanging up here. That's what's going on right now is I'm working on taking apart the Tennessee Backwater lighting floor package and making a new, or floor package, wow, I sound like an idiot. Ground package for Tennessee Backwater and making a new ground package for the year of 26 at B&B Mud Park down in Mississippi. So yeah, like I said, my brain, I'm effing squirrel brain. I go all over the place. So I have to write down all the stuff that I want to talk about. But one, how the everlasting hell did I get myself into this? I don't even really want to call it an empire, but how in the hell did I get myself involved with all of this lighting stuff that you see now that I've positioned the camera correctly? How in the heck did I get to meet Bubba Sparks? You know, a dude, you know, that everyone knows the song, Miss New Booty. And one of my childhood favorites, Rehab. Graffiti the World, best album ever. How in the hell did I get to meet those people? It all started when my wife was in college. Actually, no, I'm going to back up. It actually technically started before that. It started on a cruise. I met some folks on a cruise ship and whatnot. And I was of age to drink and partake. I was over 21. And I met this dude. He got the drinking package. And he was like, "Hey man, you want a drink?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I just turned 21. I ain't gonna turn down a drink. I'm a little older than 21, but still, I ain't gonna turn down a drink at that age." So yeah, I was like, "Yeah, man." So I started hanging out with this dude. Long story short, he's about this tall and a little bigger than me, no offense, bud. And MFer could breakdance like no other. Long story short, he ends up living in Tennessee, and he lives like 2 hours from me, and he's come to several of my parties. So him and I hung out a few nights and whatnot. And then I started hanging out with some of the crew that he was hanging out with on the cruise ship, because that's what you do. You meet friends quickly, and you all dissipate quickly. Every now and then there's a few folks you stay in connection with, and he was one of those. So he hung out with what we call the Jersey Boys. I don't remember any of the other guys other than Scott Tennant. And if you ever watch my videos, man, shout out to you. This is how I got into this damn crap I'm in right now. Is because of you, Scott. Him and I kind of like connected musically. At that time, I was not into the DJing or whatnot, but what I was into was playing guitar. And that's how I got my start in music, was playing guitar. And Scott seemed to know a lot about the DJ that was playing at the club and whatnot. And he was like, dude, guy keeps scratching too much. I shouldn't say scratching too much. He was saying that his scratches weren't good or something. I can't really remember exactly what he said. He said something about scratching. I just kind of looked at him and went, what are you talking about? And he explained it to me. Again, at this time, I had no idea about DJing. So him and I kind of kept in touch after the cruise. Him, myself, and Nunu. And I had Nunu's number, and I'd have parties. He'd come out and whatnot. And one day I was talking to Scott, and I was like, "Hey man, how do you make like music? Like, I want to make stuff." And so, shamefully, and that computer is since crashed because of it. I'll just say I got a free version of a software that's probably about $200 worth. Today, at the time, was I think about $100. Let's just say I got that software. I started playing with it, and I realized quickly that's not what I wanted to do. That was not the avenue I wanted to go down. And yes, I actually made a song, and I think I've uploaded it to this channel. It's called Creepy. Super basic. And that's as far as that producing DJ, as I call it, went. Like I said, I was kind of dabbling in that. I discovered a software called Virtual DJ also at the time. Didn't know not much about it, didn't know anything about DJing. But I just graduated from high school. I was in X-ray school, and the girlfriend, now wife, was in college. And every time I'd go up there to the frat house and whatnot, the music would change very quickly, poorly, terribly. You'd hear people unplugging and plugging their phones in. And my little squirrel brain goes, man, I wish there was a way I could control that. Well, controlling that turned into Virtual DJ. That software, if you recall me talking about, I was like, oh, there's this software, I'm going to download it. Download it on my computer, watch a bunch of videos on how to use VJ. And believe it or not, the first time I used it, the first like 20 minutes of me using it that night was literally the exact songs they used in the tutorial. It was a couple songs, then he does Toulouse by, oh shit, I can't remember that dude. He plays Nicky Romero. He does Toulouse by Nicky Romero. And he goes into something by Laid Back Luke. And I did that shit. Everyone loved it. I was like, okay. People are loving this. I mean, the night I wouldn't say was great. There was me learning pretty much learning on the fly how to work the software. I mean, it went okay for my first time ever. And then I was like, that's when something hit me in the head. It says, hey, is there like a MIDI controller that I can use this with? And I know you're laughing at me now, and I'm laughing at myself too back then. Of course there is. So what do I do like any inspiring DJ? I fucking get in the car, go to Guitar Center, I tell my parents something, or I had to leave. I told them that's it. So at the time I was living with my parents, and at this point I done graduated X-ray school and I'm got my big boy job. And I told mom and dad, I said, hey, I gotta go early to work or something. Made some story up. Went out of my way to Guitar Center, bought a DJ controller, went to work with the damn controller in my laptop, and downloaded the software, everything at work, and was practicing at work. Granted, my work at the time, I was going in for a call shift. I'll get into that maybe another day. I don't know. But it wasn't like I was clocking in working. It was like I had to be there in case they called me. And since I lived so far, I had to go to the hospital and physically be there. So I had everything in hand and playing with it, and it was funny. I think I remember it correctly. Friends of ours got married maybe 2 or 3 months before I bought that. And they were like, man, you couldn't have DJ'd our wedding and whatnot. And I'm thinking at the time, you don't want me doing that stuff. Well, you got to cut your teeth somehow, right? So I bought that controller and ended up getting Serato that came with it, Serato Lite. Getting that, and it was quite a while till I actually went back up and visited Mandy in college. So in the meantime, a buddy of mine, his cousin, I believe, was getting married. And he knew I was kind of dabbling in DJ. He's like, dude, you want to DJ my cousin's wedding? I straight looked at him. I said, dude, I know not what I'm doing. And I will not charge him if he is okay with me kind of like being his guinea pig. And long story short, everyone loved me and everyone wanted to book me that night. I was just laughing out, and I straight told them, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I took and made a DJ booth. I may post a picture up, I don't know. Yeah, beer up here. That DJ booth you see is literally a workbench that I stapled plywood to. I posted that picture. I said, well, I guess DJ is kind of my new hobby. Again, the sound system I used was a pile, and I understand quickly what pile means. It's a pile of dog shit. But, and as I say that, I'm still running their amp for my house PA. I say house PA, I mean shop PA that I'm currently in. So, did that wedding. And then my cousin was having her prom. And so that was my way in to doing a slightly bigger show. And between that event and this prom, I started going down the rabbit hole on YouTube on DJing and lighting. Because I wanted to do lights for the prom, but I had no clue how lighting worked. All I knew was they flash and they do cool stuff. Boy, was I way wrong. So I ended up stumbling across this guy. Again, if you follow my channel and don't know any of these names I'm dropping or channels I'm dropping, there's something absolutely wrong with you. We're going to start off with DJ Bar. He's a New York DJ. Sorry, not New York, I believe. New Jersey New Jersey. Sorry. I mean, maybe get ridiculed for that. He's a northeastern DJ. Very successful. And now, where I'm at, dude is super freaking successful. Like, way more than I could ever be or imagine, to be honest. So yeah, he was one of the first videos to pop up, and he was honestly where I'm at now is where he was at probably. So yeah, he was one of the first I kind of looked up to his videos, and then I started going down the rabbit hole of lighting, and so I was like, how do I do DJ lighting? And then there's another featured channel I have on this page. It's Brian. This man, if you don't know his backstory, very amazing dude. I've talked to him a couple times personally. Again, I've never talked to him in person, but I've DM'd him and whatnot a couple times, asking him questions. Dude is super talented. Considering he has suffered a stroke. So check out his page. Very cool guy. I was like, dude, if he's doing all this lights and DJing, surely to goodness I could do it. So I went down the wormhole even more on lighting. Then I found this guy, a lot of lighting folks know. Christian Jackson. Yeah. I discovered his page, let's say, I think the very first video I ever watched of his, he was talking about some, Atomic 3000s, and he had some, Nexus 2000s or something. That just tells you how dated that video is. But it was awesome watching Christian. Christian Jackson is who I idolize in this industry. He is a guy that took himself from like I say, as kind of a DJ into the lighting, and has now became a freaking amazing lighting designer. I'm going to stop that story right there. So like I said, I went down that rabbit hole on those DJs and whatnot. Learned a little bit about lighting. And I think I bought some of the Venue Pars and Venue Bars. I think Venue is the Guitar Center brand. I'm not sure. Maybe someone can clarify in the comments. But I bought some of those Pars and Bars and threw them up. And I was like, man, I want some moving stuff. So I got on the old trusty eBay. Bought some moving heads. Had no clue how to control them. And then that's when I found out about the software stuff. Again, I went down these rabbit holes on these people. Christian Jackson's running MA2 at the time. MA on PC. I think that was the main thing at that time. He was running, I think, MA on PC with a Elation MIDI controller. I was like, dude, I want this. So I looked up all that stuff, way out of my damn price range. So I had to figure out a better solution. How I'm going to run all this stuff. So my coworker and dear friend, unfortunately, I don't talk to him as much as I would like to. He is a odd fellow, put it at easiest and lightest. He told me about this place called Bargain Hunt. Man, that was a game changer. Because that's when I bought this bad boy. And I thought I was hot shit when I bought this. Man, look, I even put my DJ name on the back of it because I thought it was so hot. I don't even know if that's in focus. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Now this serves as a relic of where I have came from and whatnot. I'm a believer you don't get rid of your first. Whether it's your kid, your wife, sorry, that was wrong completely. I hope you found the humor in that joke. Now, this controller, it really served a great purpose in me learning DMX. And honestly, I keep it to troubleshoot my lights, or if I'm going somewhere and they're having an issue with their light or a fixture. I say light, I mean fixture. If they're having an issue with something, I can take it, put it in channel 1, look at the file, figure out what's what, and just roll the faders. Instead of having to bring my laptop, my dongle, everything, and setting everything up, I can just grab that, plug it in, start grabbing my faders, page over, and figure out what's wrong. So that's honestly why I keep that thing. I have almost used it for a Colt Ford show. That never happened, unfortunately. And I actually did. Did I use it for rehab? I don't remember. No, I don't think I did. Anywho, I have almost used it a couple times for the artist wash light for warm colors and various other colors, but I don't think I ever did because I bought more universes in my software. Anywho, again, more tangents I'm going down. So I get that lighting controller from the old Bargain Hunt. This video is probably flagged already. So I bought that controller from Bargain Hunt, and I started learning DMX from BSR or Brian Scott Reed that I learned from earlier. I think he may have had that controller, if not something similar. So I was learning DMX lighting off of his channel and through that and what I had. The prom, it was absolute fire. Dumpster fire, that is. Looking back at it now. And it was funny because I was thinking about this the other day. Man, how that prom, I thought I was hot shit and this is going to be awesome. Yeah, that was complete and utter garbage. I feel sorry for those kids. The class of whatever my cousin graduated, that class, and the junior class. I feel sorry for those folks because I DJ'd their wedding and I had no clue what the hell I was doing, lighting or DJing wise. Let's just say at the beginning I was still running that Pile PA. I had a effing I-beam with 2 crank-up poles. I had the light bars where the venue, the venue light bars, not the venue's light bar. It was the venue Guitar Center brand light bar shooting straight down, and I had a white drape shooting down because I was trying to wash that drape, not knowing I should wash up and not down. So I was having it washed down, and then I had 4 pars shooting out, and I had, I think, 4 movers shooting out as well. And I think I had 8 pre-programmed, like, slow moving stuff and, like, slow dance stuff. And I think I had 4 programming fast stuff, and I had 1 sound activated. Yeah, that was complete and utter garbage. I'm sorry, guys. So yeah, that was, I think, gig number 2 for me. And again, I thought that was hot shit at the time. And we got home that night, my buddy and I unloaded the truck. We MC squared. Eric, you know that name. Yeah, we unloaded the truck and we set everything up, and I plugged the output of my guitar amp into the amp of the PA, and I think I blew the PA that night and did the good old Walmart swipperoo with that amp and got a free replacement. So I think I'm going to end the story right there. I got a notification. My phone's getting pretty full on memory. So that was the very basic and very rudimentary on how I got into DJing and lighting. Let's see. I don't think I can remember my next gig from there. I swear, I do know my next gig from there. Happened to be 4th of July. We'll pick that story up next, guys. Hope you enjoyed this unedited, raw, me walking, talking, drinking, reminiscing, storytelling on how I've gotten to where I am now. So guys, if you like this, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like this, I'm sorry. This may be my new format for the year. I don't know. I'm going to try something new. I'm trying to get more content out there. I still got content from last year with Tennessee Backwater and other shows we've done and whatnot. Like I said, I just hate editing videos and that Rad-I-Nation, till next time, signing off.